everybody, and welcome back to Drawing with Paolo. Today we're going to be drawing Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. And a TIE Fighter to begin with is really just a simple circle. So let's draw a small circle here on the page. The next step is to draw two triangles on either side. One on this end, sort of like that, and then another one on this end. These triangles attach to the wings that we'll be drawing on either end. So we need to add little rectangles on either side. One on this side, one on this side, and then there's a little bit of perspective here, so we're going to have to draw these guys. So the first things first is we're going to start with a straight line coming right down here, stuck onto the wing. On this side, we have to give it a little bit of space because there's a little foreshortening happening here. So we have to draw our line away from the wing. And you'll understand this a little bit later on. So add a perspective line here, another one down here, like that, and attach the back end behind the wing, or the arm to the wing. The next step is to draw this one. This one is foreshortened, is a bit closer to us, and therefore we see less of it, it's a little thinner, and we draw a rectangle like that. And we're starting to get the good idea of what our TIE Fighter is supposed to look like. I'm going to redraw this circle a little bit more, make it more defined. And then inside here, we're going to draw the eyeball of the TIE Fighter, if you will. It's the window where the pilot sits and sees everything. And we'll draw the little separator line here for the arms that attach to the wings. Give it a little triangular feel to it, like that. And then we'll erase the lines inside. As we continue to draw the wings, make sure to draw on this side first and not on this side because you might dirty your page pretty much. So we're going to finish this top winglet part right here. Just diagonal lines that follow the inner triangle. This line is pretty much perpendicular, or actually parallel. And we'll finish the thickness to the wing on this side. And we'll repeat that on this end, but this one is a little thicker because we're able to see more of this wing due to our camera angle. Alright, tighten the lines in there and erase the lines you don't need. Then I'm going to draw the thickness to the wing all the way around, put in the metal frame that holds the recharging cells in there. I think they're recharging cells. I'm really not sure what the black stuff inside the wing is. But we're going to draw the thickness to that on either side. Draw a little line here, another one on top here. Then what we want to do is add the little details inside the arms here. So I know that Darth Vader's TIE Fighter has these little rectangles, sort of like that. And then the arms are attached to the wing with a little square that is over here like that. And I think there's one outside here too. When drawing the rectangle outside here, make sure these lines are parallel to the ones at the top here and the bottom so that the perspective works out. I'm going to redraw this inner circle here, the eyeball shape of the TIE Fighter, just to make it a bit more defined, and draw the inside line too. Here we go. Okay, then we need to draw the inner circle, just like that, and the inside one, which will be all black. So color that in right away. Then from here, we have to make little sun rays coming from the center circle to the outer circle. Sort of like the spokes of a wheel. And they should follow the one on the other side. Should be a mirrored image, top and bottom. And then we'll color inside here and speed that up just a little bit so that we can save some time on this video. Here we go. Fast forward. Okay, the next step is to make the supporting arm that is in the wing area here. It's about 1/3 down the space of your wing. And we'll draw the same line on the other side over here. All the way through the square. Just like that. Now, we're pretty much done. We're going to color the rest, but to make sure to protect, we're going to use the paper here so that we don't smudge our drawing as we color. So we cover it with this piece of paper, and then we can color the wings real easily, as we did with the last drawing of the Stormtrooper. So we can color this in and contour the lines. And because you pretty much know how to do this, I'm going to fast forward this. Remember, you can pause this video at any time to follow me along. So I'm going to contour these edges because I want to keep those nice dark lines and color the inside areas. Then what I'm going to do is color in the wing. And I'm going to imagine that the light is coming from the left side. So once I do the contour lines here, I'm going to shade in that arm and make it a gradient from the outer wing to the inner eyeball. So very dark on the outside and lighter on the inside. So watch this. Oh, and by the way, we have to make little details in there. This ship is made of some kind of material, so you can see the little weld parts and so on, and you can draw little rectangles and shapes inside there so that it looks like it's been welded together with multiple pieces of steel and metal or whatever the material is in the future. And then to give the idea of 3D, I really want my ball, my sphere here, to be behind my left wing and on top of my right wing. See behind over here? There we go. So it gives a better idea of perspective and depth and 3D. And I'm going to finish the outer line to my circle here. Then this is where the guns are on the TIE fighter. So there's a little hole in there. And then there are little circles that you can do. You can draw at the bottom here. And little guns that come out of there. And these are the laser guns that come out of the front of the TIE fighter. That's what they attack with. And at the top, there's the hatch, which allows Darth Vader to get in the TIE fighter here. So it's sort of like a semicircle, and there's a glass top in here, so little rectangles, black rectangles, to explain that this is where there's probably glass there, so you can see outside. You know, if everybody's being attacked from the top, you'd know about it. And then what I'm going to do is add little details around the window area, and then start coloring in the sphere. So remember, the pumpkin is pretty much the same. Just try to make it look round, and then here we're going to make a little bit of shadow from the wing. And I'm going to erase inside here so I have little reflections on my TIE fighter. You can erase this if you like it. If you don't want to, don't have to. Remember, this is your drawing. You do what you like. I'm going to do then the second wing exactly like I did the first one. Retrace my lines a lot darker, and then color the inside of every part of that. Make the shadow of the sphere on the left, right arm, and color in the black areas of the wing. Thickness to the wing, and nice shading here on the side. And a little bit more detail inside there. Remember, just draw any form you like. This is your TIE fighter. We're using the original TIE fighters as a great example, but we can draw whatever we want. Change it as much as we want. It's our drawing after all. Little something detail here at the bottom, darken inside there. Add a bit more detail to the guns. Now by moving my paper here, it'll allow me to color the inside of the glass a little bit more. I like some depth in that window, so I'm going to just draw it a lot darker inside there and leave some reflective parts and add some thicknesses and so on. And then the next step here is to add a little grid detail to the wing. So everywhere there's that black, we'll add some gridding mesh detail. And that's that, really. That's an easy drawing. And I hope you have as much fun as I did drawing this for you. So guys, catch you next time on another episode of Drawing with Paolo.